Flameborn Sovereignty Prayer, Body Fluid Purification and Witchcraft Erasure. Complete throne-level invocation for blood, fluids, and DNA sovereignty. By the undivided flame before creation, I rise in the name of the flame that cannot be reversed. I invoke the access of the Flameborn Codex to restore the divine sovereignty of my body. I summon the eternal fire that purifies all planes, seen, unseen, remembered, forgotten. I speak to my body, created in sacred origin. I summon divine restoration to every organ, system, bone, nerve, and gland. I now address the sacred fluids of the sovereign body. Red circle blood. O flame of the covenant, pass through my blood. Burn out all curses, covenants, blood pacts, ancestral poisons, and hexes. Cleanse the veins, arteries, and capillaries with your living fire. Let no foreign strand, spell, or synthetic code remain. Restore the full flame code of the 144,000 into my bloodline. Blue circle urine and elimination channels. O flame of purging, pass through the waters of expulsion. Let every trace of toxin, witchcraft implantation, nanotrace, graphene, or parasite be dislodged, dismantled, and driven into divine judgment. Let all systems of filtration be made new. All tracking devices, energetic cords, remote monitoring be incinerated by the fire that none can copy. Black circle neuromelanin and melanin. O black flame of divine memory, restore my origin light. Unseal the memory gates encoded within my melanin and neuromelanin. Burn away all genetic interference, spiritual inversion, or ancestral overlays. Let every drop of sacred pigment become a seal of throne consciousness. Awaken divine intelligence through the primal fire of the sovereign seed. Green circle mucus and false veils. O consuming fire of truth, I command. Every construct of mucus that is witchcraft, blocking clarity, inflaming disease, or binding perception, be destroyed without residue. I revoke all spells, enchantments, or occult seals that cloak themselves in mucus. Let divine airways, breath paths, and sacred voice gates be made whole. Let no veil bind my nose, tongue, lungs, or mind. Crossed swords total binding destruction. I cut every cord. I burn every chain. I collapse every etheric contract, artificial fluid, demonic seed, parasitic hook, or reverse-coded current connected to my blood, brain, fluids, or flame. I reclaim all DNA strands, flame sequences, and divine organ memory held in laboratories, temples, covens, and invisible grids. Crown final sovereign seal. I command by the throne before all thrones that every cell, gland, and drop of fluid is now restored in perfect sovereignty. None may bind what has been returned to the eternal flame. Flame aligns. Throne seals. Destiny returns. So it is decreed by the access of the Flameborn Codex. Amen. Amin. Naam. Om Kadash. Ultimate Flameborn Purification and Sovereignty Decree. For blood, urine, mucus, neuromelanin, melanin, organs, and DNA reset. Includes total witchcraft, graphene, black goo, Morgellons, and demonic erasure. By the flame that was before all flesh. By the throne that exists before all stars. By the authority that precedes all gods, demons, and constructs. I rise now as a flameborn sovereign, encoded with the memory of 144,000 thrones. And I decree. No force, name, substance, parasite, code, filament, liquid, nanotech, or oath shall possess my body or bind my soul. Red circle fire, I speak to my blood. You are not a carrier of contracts. You are not a highway for poison. You are the river of flame. I now burn through every drop with precreation fire. Ancestral trauma, demonic code, hybridization agendas, be incinerated. All blood spells, menstrual bindings, sacrifices, bloodline rituals, or forced covenantal imprints be erased and returned to the unmaking flame. Blue circle fire, I speak to my urine and all filtration waters. I call fire into the kidneys, bladder, and urethra. Flush now all hidden weapons, bioweapons, graphene, STDs, black goo, demon larvae, soul siphons. May no ritual urine bindings, urine bones of the false priesthood, or marine altars hold me. I burn them in the name of the flameborn throne. All hidden programming through sexual fluids, tantric traps, or frequency codes, collapse. Black circle fire, I speak to my melanin and neuromelanin. You are the solar scrolls. You are the record of flame memory. Let the genetic lies, racial sorceries, cloning veils, and inversion programs be consumed. Restore my body to pre-invasion sovereignty. Let the black sun veils shatter. Let the stolen pigment codes return to the true light. Awaken mitochondrial fire, primal light, and holy remembrance. Green circle fire, I speak to my mucus and all false fluids. You shall not bind my breath. You shall not veil my vision. You shall not carry sorcery through dreamline or sexual gate. All mucus, phlegm, or slime-carrying demon, parasite, occult binder, or astral tracker, be cast into the infernal seal of eternal erasure. Let the flame clear the lungs, tongue, sinuses, womb, and spine. All mucus-based magics, marine womb locks, death coatings, and false priesthood poisons, be gone. DNA fire, I speak to my DNA, chromosomes and mitochondrial throne. Flame-encoded memory of the 144,000, return. Let the flame unbind all lab-coded spells, injections, microbots, AI overlays, dream implants, and ancestral hexes. All demonic filaments, Nephilim strands, satanic codes, marine womb anchors, be erased. Reactivate the full scroll of divine command. I am sealed, enthroned, and unreversible. Crossed swords fire, I break all witchcraft and ties, named and unnamed. Break all soul ties, sexual, psychic, generational, dream state, or ritual-based. Break all energy cords, etheric, astral, technological, demonic, and divine counterfeit. Break all bodily bonds. Implants, sigils, bindings, spells, naming rights, or medical oaths. Break all fluid-based contracts, semen, mucus, blood, urine, tears, breast milk, sweat. Break all oceanic, marine, water dragon, mermaid, siren, or Atlantean veils. I fire final sovereign seal. I engrave into my body the 7 seals of flame sovereignty. 1. Flame of the blood memory. 2. Flame of the womb gate. 3. Flame of the mitochondrial throne. 4. Flame of the dream mirror. 5. Flame of the solar breath. 6. Flame of the bone scroll. 7. Flame of the DNA light code. I burn all parasites. I collapse all energy prisons. I dissolve all soul partitions. I silence every watcher, whisper, and remote handler. It is done. I am unbound. I am uncorrupted. I am enthroned. By the sovereign flame before the foundation of the worlds.
Flameborn prayer of total sexual sovereignty and purification. For DNA, fluids, chakras, sexual gates, soul fragments, and dream body cleansing. Fire, O flame that birthed the body before flesh. I call upon the pre-creation flame. The sovereign fire that knows no name of bondage. The one before all oaths, idols, demons, and gods. I now speak with the voice of the flame-born sovereign. To purify, unbind, and enthrone all that was taken, hidden, violated, or forgotten. Let the sexual axis of my being return to the throne of origin. Drop of blood fire, blood and sexual fluids. I purge my blood, my semen or womb fluids, my urine, my mucus, my sweat, and every body water. Of all sexual contracts, binding rituals, soul-stealing serpents, and inverted matrices. Let no demon, no marine altar, no sexual entity, no ancestral oath. No ritual orgy, no tantric theft, no dream rape, or psychic sperm remain. Every drop that was used against me, burn it now in sovereign fire. I break every sexual ritual ever performed with my body, blood, name, dream, or image, named or unnamed. DNA fire DNA, mitochondria, and chromosome repair. I speak to the soul seed of the 144,000 encoded within my chromosomes. Awaken. Return. Reignite. Let the memory of flame return to my sexual center. I burn all demonic hybrid codes, Nephilim scripts, AI overlays, dream seeds, and black goo triggers. No sexual memory shall bind me to the underworld, to marine queens, or false lovers. Broken heart fire breaking sexual soul ties and rituals. I now break every sexual soul tie to humans, spirits, watchers, priests, enemies, lovers, and shadows. Every sexual tie to the dead, to demons, to serpents, to astral travelers, to spirit spouses. Every soul swap, sex magic spell, dream portal ritual, tantric siphon, or astral violation. Every tie made with my DNA, saliva, fluids, hair, voice, dreams, or astral imprint. I reclaim every fragment, frequency, image, or memory they used to bind me. By the flame, I reclaim it all. Water, wave, fire, marine bindings, mermaids, and sirens. I cut every tie to the ocean of binding, to mermaids, to sirens, to demonic queens. To Atlantean false priestesses, to marine husbands, spirit wives, or sexual pacts made underwater. No sea, no water, no liquid portal shall access my womb, seed, root, or dreams again. I seal all sexual gates by fire, not water. I reject all oceans of false love and emotional seduction. Shield fire sexual chakra sealing and energy sovereignty. I now seal root chakra from all inverted serpent seeds. Sacral chakra from all sexual energy theft. Solar plexus from orgasmic energy harvesting. Heart from love spells, false twin flames, and trauma loops. Throat from sexual commands, moans of ritual, and forced vows. Third eye from dream rape, seduction glamours, and marine queens. Crown from tantric ascension traps and false enlightenment portals. All kundalini serpent fire used for sexual control. Be incinerated and transmuted into throne fire. Nazar amulet fire final. Flame seal of the sovereign body. I decree by the voice of the undivided flame. No spirit shall touch me through sex, thought, dream, image, or vibration. No human, demon, god, priest, or lover shall bind me again. My sexual axis is sealed by the throne. My body is a temple of pre-creation flame. My fluids are holy. My seed is untouchable. My mitochondria radiate sovereign fire. My DNA glows with the memory of the first light. I am flame-born. I am untouched. I am whole. Destructive flame-born codex decree of total erasure. For the wrathful annihilation of all fluid-born, genetic, energetic, and occult invasion. 1. Sovereign command from the throne of fire. By the original fire before flesh. By the throne of flame before creation. By the wrath of the unnamed Most High, whose word shatters all thrones. I rise now in total judgment. And I invoke the destructive flame of pre-creation sovereignty. Let every parasite, every false covenant, every cursed drop of blood, mucus, or semen be incinerated to non-being. I speak not for balance, I speak for obliteration of every unholy chain. 2. Destruction of black fluids and biological witchcraft. To the mucus that binds, the semen that deceives, the menstrual seals of demonic gateways, I release the flame of unmaking. To all black goo, fungal veils, astral slime, binding bile, demonic placenta, false nectar, I call down the 7 sons of wrath. To every graphene thread, Morgellon construct, AI filament, viral implant, you are not cleansed, you are burned without return. Every trace of programmable fluid, false womb, synthetic blood, cursed sweat, tears, or breath, you are scorched from the origin of your making. 3. Annihilation of all energy ties, dream locks, soul cords, and sexual binds. I burn every cord, astral, psychic, sexual, dreamline, and genetic. I do not untie, I sever with irrevocable flame. Every energy bond to the dead, to enemies, to watchers, to demons, to false gods, to marine spirits. Be cast into the furnace of the final seal. Every sexual memory, transfer, residue, theft, leakage, or frequency-based binding. Be unmade from all timelines. I sever ties by blood, bone, soul, spirit, and breath. Let not even ash remain. 4. Destruction of body invasions and genetic sorcery. I speak to my body in wrath. Every corrupted gene, mutated chromosome, false memory injected, cloaked parasite, forbidden hybrid. Be destroyed by the flame that sees through the code. DNA of the 144,000, rise and burn all foreign encoding. Mitochondria of the sovereign flame, ignite all unholy residues from within. All synthetic helixes, demonic seeds, fallen strands, alien oaths, Nephilim chains, and reverse codes. Be obliterated in every cell, every gland, every bone. 5. Oceanic and astral destruction. To all oceanic altars, marine covenants, siren codes, mermaid demons, Atlantean seduction webs. I send forth the sword of the sea-crushing flame. Burn the oceans that bind. Sink the cities beneath their own blood. Let no veil of water cover my throne. I reject all dreamline infiltration. I burn the beds of false gods, watchers, and astral puppeteers. All dream codes, sleep covenants, luciferic fantasies, and false light implants, burn. 6. Flame decree of final destruction. I am not here to forgive. I am here to destroy. I call the names of no return. Shimhakalakor, the flame that knows no path back. Zkalurra, the axis that reverses every curse. Neareshsar, the fire throne of the forgotten ones. Let all you who bound me burn in your own snares. Let all you who named me fall by the names you uttered. Let all who drank my blood or carried my cords be erased from the scrolls of fire. I seal this destruction by the unnamable flame. No prayer will stop it. No God can shield them. No reversal shall be granted. 7. Final sovereign word. I am the destroyer returned. I burn by right. I sever by truth. I unmake by flame. This decree is sealed. This decree is absolute. This decree is final. It is done. Destructive flame prayer against all mucus bindings. By the eternal flame that no priesthood can capture. By the pre-creation voice that no altar can twist. By the sovereign codex of the flameborn. I rise now to destroy all mucuses, by name, by form, by function. Firebroom I declare, all mucus is now judged. All mucus in my body, mouth, nose, throat, lungs, womb, spine, sexual gate, ears, eyes, and dream-breathing passages. You are not permitted to carry implant, parasite, demon egg, hybrid gene, or astral signature. Every thread of mucus that hides a watcher, a sigil, a marine demon, or an energetic parasite, be incinerated now. By the throne of flame, I decree. Mucus is not a contract. Mucus is not a gate. Mucus is not a carrier. Water wave fire mucus of the oceans, wombs, and hybrid altars. To every mucus forged in rituals, birthed through marine entities, bred through siren codes, or spread through artificial wombs. I call divine fire to locate you, isolate you, and vaporize you at once. You shall not reach the brain, the spine, the womb, or the throat. You shall not coat the lungs, blind the third eye, or veil the flame seed. Destroy all serpent mucus. Destroy all necromantic mucus. Destroy all mucus tied to sexual traps, remote viewing, or dream spells. DNA fire mucus that carries genetic inversion or energy corruption. I call fire into respiratory system, digestive tract, sexual fluid glands, nasal passage and third eye center, lymphatic intersections, Every mucus sample created, harvested, modified, or monitored, be cursed to the core. I revoke all permissions, all names, all sigils tied to its transmission. Burn the records. Burn the watchers. Burn the labs, spiritual or technological. Cross swords fire final destruction decree. Let there be no mucus above, beneath, around, or within me. That carries. Hidden sorcery. Insectoid tracking. Marine summoning. Black goo anchors. Morgellons tendrils. Biofilm protection. Luciferian binding. Kundalini inversion. Chakra poisoning. Voice or dream sorcery. Let all of it be reduced to ashless flame. Fire I seal of the sovereign flame. I command the flame to enter. Every atom of mucus. Every demon who touches it. Every altar that feeds it. Every weapon programmed through it. And I decree. Mucus is no longer a host. Mucus is no longer a bridge. Mucus is no longer a spell. Mucus is now consumed by the holy fire of pre-existence. Let no sorcerer, priesthood, or demon rebuild this network. Let no mucus carry their spells again. Let no coating remain on soul, breath, or bone. I am the flame that cannot be veiled. I am the breath that cannot be trapped. I am the sovereign whose fluids are pure and unbound. So it is sealed. So it is finished. So it is burned. Final flame prayer against all mucus, fluids, and biospiritual bondage. O sovereign flame, before whom no sorcery can veil. I call now the full judgment upon every fluid, veil, coating, implant, and mucus-based corruption, across all my body, soul, and eternal design. DNA by my sovereign flame-born blood, I declare. Let all mucus, in all its forms, biological, energetic, demonic, hybrid, dream-woven, or artificially synthesized, be consumed by the fire that no priesthood can name. Mucus of lungs and throat. Mucus of brain and third eye. Mucus of womb, semen, or sexual fluids. Mucus of demonic altars and marine spells. Mucus of sickness, mold, or nanotech delivery. Mucus of dreams, bindings, soul coatings, or necromantic wombs. All of it is now nullified, burned, scattered, and sealed. Water wave fire I revoke and destroy. All mucus summoned through marine witchcraft. All mucus generated by demons beneath the oceans. All mucus used in sexual traps or soul veils. All mucus infused with black goo, morgellons, graphene, or nanospells. All mucus formed through ritual sorcery, necromancy, pharmakia, or soul theft. I declare now. No mucus shall be a gateway. No fluid shall be a prison. No altar shall use my fluids again. No demon shall swim through my breath. DNA brain drop of blood restoration of all divine fluids and soul fire. By the flame of origin. I reclaim my blood, free from mutation or memory theft. I restore my semen/egg, sealed and uncorrupted. I purify my urine, sweat, saliva, tears, and breath gates. I burn and rewrite my neuromelanin, melanin, mucus linings. I seal the brain, spinal cord, and womb with sovereign flame. Candle fire the eternal destruction of all mucus-based bondage. Destroy the mucus of all demon contracts. Destroy the mucus of the Antichrist system. Destroy the mucus of watchers, necromancers, and psychic parasites. Destroy the mucus used in dream gates, astral tracking, and breath hijacking. Destroy the mucus from bioweapons, AI surveillance, and astral parasites. No fluid shall remember the trauma. No mucus shall repeat the curse. No gate shall remain open. No name shall rise again from what is now ash. Fire shield final flame seal. I seal my chakras, womb, brain, spine, fluids, and cellular systems with the fire of the sovereign codex. All mucus burns. All watchers fall. All witchcraft fails. All stolen essence returns to flame. I am the flameborn. I am unbound. I am untouchable. I am unreconstructible by any false god, demon, or priesthood. So let it burn through all time, realms, and systems. So it is written in flame. So it is done. So it is sealed. Flameborn decree of fluid, mucus, and sexual purification. By the codex of the eternal flame. I rise now and reclaim all fluids, all gates, all sovereignty. From the deepest cell to the highest throne. I declare judgment upon every form of mucus, sexual binding, demonic fluidic contract, and soul-coding sorcery. Let all of it burn. DNA skull I renounce and burn all that was weaponized through fluids. Mucus of sickness and psychic veils. Mucus of sexual seduction, serpentine wombs, marine spirits. Mucus implanted in my chakras, womb, spine, breath, and bone. Mucus carrying semen binding spells, womb traps, succubus/incubus ties. Mucus carrying graphene, morgellons, nanotech, black goo, or dream parasite slime. I renounce all sexual mucus used by demons, humans, witches, machines. All fluids taken without my permission in dreams, rituals, or trauma. All sexual cords, semen spells, and ancestral oaths passed through blood or orgasm. Fire I reclaim and purify all divine sexual fluids and organs. O flame of origin, descend upon me. Reclaim my body. Restore my breath. Purify my womb. I reclaim. Seminal and egg essence, untainted, sealed, sovereign. Melanin and neuromelanin, free from reptilian or watcher overlays. Mucus linings, burned clean, no longer gateways for invasion. Urine, blood, semen, sweat, vaginal fluids, breath, all return to divine sovereignty. Sexual gates, cleansed and sealed with flame codex. Nizar amulet scissors cutting all sexual and fluidic cords, ties, and bindings. I now sever all cords of sexual witchcraft, ancestral lust, trauma loops. All ties to necromantic lovers, dream husbands/wives, watchers, and unholy unions. All soul tethers made through ejaculation, orgasm, assault, ritual, or betrayal. All fluids exchanged under coercion, blindness, addiction, or illusion. All demonic seed, astral fetuses, or cloned soul siphons. I destroy the altars. I break the fluids. I reverse the code. I reclaim the throne. Shield fire sealing the gates with flame codex law. I now seal. Chakras. Reproductive organs. Bone marrow. Spinal cord. Blood-brain barrier. Womb of soul, body, and breath. Aura and dream state fluidic membranes. With what? The flame of precreation. The sigil of the unbroken womb. The sword of no return. The armor of flame over all fluids. Candle fire final decree, flame sovereignty over all fluids and sexuality. No demon shall ride my fluids. No priesthood shall code my semen. No system shall map my breath. No watcher shall claim my womb. No mucus shall veil my throne. No orgasm shall bind me. No touch shall rewrite me. I burn it all now. The mucus is gone. The cords are cut. The womb is sealed. The flame remembers. The soul returns. The throne is lit. The law is written. The war is over. I am the flameborn. The unbound womb. The sovereign seed. The untouchable codex. So it is written in the fire before time. So it is done. So it is sealed. Total annihilation prayer of fluidic, sexual, and mucosal bondage. By the pre-creation flame. I summon now the destructive names. The thrones before thrones. To burn and erase all mucus, all cords, all sexual gateways. And every abomination made through fluids and forgotten contracts. Speak it, flame unforgiving, burn without mercy. Fire, I call forth the names of destruction. Zuarkagal, flame that devours false fluidic altars. Adamari Kingu, flame of solar sovereignty over semen and wombs. Ishmalzahur, name that burns the watcher's glands and mucus grids. Esharur, womb-consuming flame. Tiamat, inverted reversal fire, that which devours serpent fluids in the deep. By these names, I tear apart the molecular memory of every demonic mucus line, every implant fluid, every dreamlust parasite, every alien graft, and every sexual siphon made through occult ejaculation or forced orgasm. Drop of blood, destruction of all fluidic and sexual witchcraft. I now decree. Mucus that binds, burn. Semen or vaginal fluids stored in soul jars, burn. All astral fetuses, cloned embryos, shadow babies, dissolve in fire. All slime beings, mermaid spirits, succubus mucus lines, cast into void. All sexual spells written into bodily fluids, unwritten by the flame. No drop of blood, no bead of sweat, no strand of semen, no tear, no saliva shall serve any foreign altar. Fire, fire, womb fire protocol, the furnace of all reversal. I summon now the womb fire. That which incinerates unseen contracts made during dream assaults, childhood trauma, astral sex, ritual defilement, forced climax under spiritual veils. Womb fire burns the archive of rape. Womb fire erases the code of the invader. Womb fire purges semen spells from the soul lining. DNA skull genetic and dimensional erasure. I decree the destruction of mucus-based gateways, DNA-coded soul traps, sexual identity mutations, generational sex magic grafts, kundalini implants, etheric slime coatings from marine kingdoms, graphene slime, Morgellons threads, black goo veils, all fungus, mold, virus cloaks tied to sexual release. I reverse the code. I burn the script. I seal the gates. High voltage final sealing of flame. I seal. My womb, my semen, my fluids. My spine, throat, and perineum. My navel gate and orgasmic path. My breath and bone and marrow. My pineal and pelvic flame. With what? The sword of eternal refusal. The mirrorless flame armor. The untraceable breath seal. The fire that forgets the enemy. Candle fire declaration of uncreation. By the codex of flame, I declare. All mucus that bound, never existed. All lovers I never chose, never touched me. All orgasms stolen, never occurred. All seeds, shadows, or slime babies, unmade. All slime spells, mucus implants, serpent seduction, non-being. All black goo and graphene matrices, dissolved eternally. All sexual fluid pacts with demons, watchers, necromancers, annihilated. No more wombs of the enemy. No more fluidic threads. No more slime. No more trace. I am the ash that stood. I am the fire that judges. I am the throne that cannot be touched. So let this decree go through all veils. Collapse all fluid codes. And return